Hello, Redemption Gateway. Welcome to part 4 of this part 5 series on the 5G's for our daily dose. These 5G's teach us about God's character and how they affect our lives. Today's G is that God is generous, so we don't have to worry. Do you have a wealthy family member or someone with more money than they need? Just a couple weeks ago, both of my sisters and my mom got furloughed or laid off in the exact same week, and there's this measure of nervousness. But fortunately, my brother makes more money than all of us do combined anyway, and I remember he, without even being initiated to or contacted or nobody asked, he of his own kind of free will sent a text to our family and said, if anybody needs anything in this season, just let me know and I'll make sure all the bases are covered. Totally of his initiative. Nobody asked, nobody begged, nobody pleaded, but he said, I have more than I need, and so if any of our family needs something, I'm willing to cover the difference, especially in this season. And that to me was a picture of God's generosity, that God has more than he needs, and he is our Father who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, and he is looking, without even us needing to ask first, to give and provide for his family members. This is Romans 8 verse 32. It says, he who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also with him graciously give us all things? That even in our salvation, God is generous in giving us more than we deserve and more than we even know what to ask for. But he goes out of his way to save us from our sin. How will he not also give us smaller things like money and food and water? Because God is gracious, because God is generous, we don't need to worry about if we'll have enough next week, because God, through the church, through direct means, through secondary means, he is looking to provide for his family. And so just like my brother took initiative in generosity, so also God is taking initiative to be generous to us. Do we notice it? Do we see it? Do you trust God to be generous next week, next month, next year? Because he will be, so you don't have to worry.